Here's a segment from a recent Gun Talk radio episode. You can listen to all the Gun Talk radio podcasts however you tune in, or check out guntalk.com for more. Question going into the break here. Have you ever introduced somebody to shooting? If you said, I'm going to be ambitious, how many people could you teach to shoot, say, I don't know, over a weekend? Well, forget that. Rick Ector is making us all look pretty darn weak on that deal. He is a firearms instructor in Detroit. Check it out, DetroitCCW.com. He joins us right now. Hey, Rick, how are you, sir?
Hey, man, I am great. With such a rousing introduction, man, I'm even better. Thanks.
Well, sure. Tell me what this project is. I mean, I know you've done it before, but you keep ramping it up. So give us the whole thing here.
The whole thing, man. How much time do I have? Let me tell you. In a nutshell, it is a program that I do every year to introduce women to operating a handgun, particularly a 9mm semi-automatic pistol. I've been doing it for a number of years now. This year is our 10th annual. It's an event I started, obviously, 10 years ago, and it was something that came to me as an epiphany of sorts. I saw a local news story here in the Detroit area about a woman who had been killed and her half-naked body was discarded in the street as if she was trash. And I thought that someone should do something about it. And as I talked with a couple of fellow firearms trainers, we thought that we would go to a local gun range and advertise it on social media, invite women to come to an event where they didn't have any prior knowledge or experience with guns. We would supply everything, guns, ammo, range time, and we teach them how to safely operate a firearm, a handgun. And, man, that was 10 years ago. And that first year we had 50 women show up, and I stayed at it, talked with our mutual friend Ken Blanchard, black man with a gun, and he encouraged me to see how far I could take it. And lo and behold, man, last year we did it at two ranges, one day each, one day on Saturday, one day on Sunday, and we trained just over 1,900 women, 1,938 in those 2 days at those two gun ranges. And so for this year's iteration, man, I thought I would just double it, increase the number of days. 2 days at each range, back-to-back days, same time, August 19th through 20th. And we did the math, man. 4,000 women is the goal.
Holy cow.
It's just
how are you
doing
this?
Man. If you do almost 2,000, if you double it, it's just 4, right?
So where are you getting the ammo? Where are you getting the supplies?
Oh, man, let me tell you, it pays to have good friends in high places. And Mr. Justin Nazaroff over at Phoenix Ammo has been a great supporter of the program, and he donated 40,000 rounds to the event. So that actually got us to half of what we needed. You figure our standard session with each woman in the booth is 20 rounds per woman, per lady. So if you do the math, man, 4,000 times 20, that's 80,000. And we got the vast majority of the remaining ammo from a gun rights group here in Michigan called the Michigan Coalition of Responsible Gun Owners, MCRGO. They came through big time for us, man. So you look at those two groups, those two organizations, that's how you get to 80,000, man. And, you know, I just really feel fortunate and blessed that not only are there organizations out there that believe in what we're doing, but, you know, the hosting gun ranges, you know, that are allowing us to do the event at their facility, you know, the firearms instructors and range safety officers that donate their time. GOA came in big time, Gun Owners of America. They donated the safety glasses, the targets, and the earplugs. So it's just an all hands on deck, you know, and I can't say enough about the fellow firearms trainers that donate their time and expertise to help me conduct this event. And by the way, since I'm talking about those guys and gals, I have a need for people here in the Metro Detroit area or wherever you may be. If you want to come up to Metro Detroit and help us, I could use a few extra firearms instructors and range safety officers to make sure that we adequately run everything as smoothly as possible.
So give me an idea, who's coming to these sessions, the getting introduced to guns? What's their thinking? What's the background? What's motivating them to come do this?
Well, you know, there's a lot of different things. There's no one typical archetype or profile for all these women. They fit pretty much every demographic, man, where you talk about age, you know, and the lower limit is 12 all the way up to, you know, the high 70s, early 80s. Obviously, there aren't as many at the extremes, but every racial category, expertise, field, profession, education level, I mean, even political identity. There is no one particular type of person that comes, and that's pretty much how I wanted it to be. I wanted to focus on women being the principal persons being trained, because that one incident I saw in that local news story here in Detroit, man, about that one woman who was viciously attacked and killed and discarded, man, I thought someone should do something. And so this is my contribution to the community of my particular solution. You know, some people might thumb their nose up at me, you know, training women how to defend themselves with a gun. You know, so be it. This is my contribution and how I wanted to reshape the world in which women can defend themselves.
So when is this, Rick? When are you doing this?
It is going to be on the weekend of Saturday, August the 21st through Sunday, August 27th. It will be at the Top Gun range in Taylor and at the recoil range also in Taylor. Twice, both ranges, both days. There is an orderly process that I'm going to have set up. I want people to go to my page over on Facebook, which is the Rick's Firearm Academy of Detroit page. It's at facebook.com/Michigan CCW. I'll also have registration links set up over on my blog, legallyarmedindetroit.com. The links will go live this upcoming Saturday. So the links aren't up yet because I don't want anyone registering for the event, you know, and then, you know, a week or two goes by and they no-show. I want people who are striking the iron while it's hot and they're giving a full commitment to being there.
And you need some instructors. You need some help. Do you need just people who can do logistical help even if they're not instructors?
Well, yeah, I could use a few general help, you know, in terms of ordering, you know, keeping everyone in an orderly process. And there's always errands that need to be ran, those type of housekeeping issues that arise. I do need more credentialed firearms instructors and range safety officers. I'm not a stickler on which organization that trains you, but if you have credentials as a firearms instructor from a recognized firearms training organization, whether it's the National Rifle Association or any other group that's out there, we'd be happy to have you. And if you're interested in doing that, I would definitely ask you to reach out to us. We also have a page for volunteers that's set up. Go to my profile on Facebook, and you'll be able to find it. It's an organizing committee and group for folks who are interested in working the event.
All right. It's on Facebook, Rick's Firearm Academy of Detroit. Look for Michigan CCW. And, of course, you can always check out the website, DetroitCCW.com. Rick Ector, you are doing God's work, man. Thank you so much for what you're doing.
Hey, man, I appreciate you. It was great the last time I saw you. Hope to see you again soon, man. And thank you so very much for having me on.